You looked at me softly, like leaving already heard, before either of us spoke. Carried sadness beautifully, like something sacred underneath your skin. Every smile arrived a little late, as if your heart had learned not to begin. I love the way your silence touched the room, the way your eyes avoided too much light. Like somewhere deep behind your careful calm, you were already disappearing every night. Your perfume stayed for hours after you, like warmth surviving after human skin. And every time your fingers brushed my hand, my whole control collapsed quietly within. But loving you felt dangerous and slow, like holding fire no one should hold. We were never fully mine, just two worlds crossing at the wrong time, trying not to drown too deep inside. They only learn how not to feel. There were nights your voice became so low, I almost heard the fear behind your breath, like loving me was pulling you apart between desire and emotional death. You kissed me like a final memory, like something beautiful already gone. And every morning felt unreal, like waking up after the damage was done. I still remember how your body shook the night you asked me not to stay, not because love had disappeared, but because pain was growing every day. And I still hear the weakness in your tone when love becomes too heavy to hold. We were never fully mine, just two wounds crossing at the wrong time, trying not to drown too deep inside a love we could not keep. And even now your ghost remains, hidden softly underneath my veins. Some hearts never really heal, they only learn how not to feel. Maybe somewhere beyond these nights, your hands still search for mine. Maybe somewhere inside your chest, my name still survives. 'Cause some loves end without a sound, but never truly leave. They stay hidden in the blood long after people leave. ask the night for peace. I only ask the pain to soften slow, because forgetting you completely would feel like losing part of my soul. And if another love reaches for me, I know I'll still compare their eyes to yours. Not because I refuse to move on, but because some hearts leave permanent scars. You were not perfect, neither was I, but what we felt was painfully real. And even now beneath these neon lights, you are the wound I secretly protect still. We were never fully mine, just two wounds crossing at the wrong time, trying not to disappear inside a love built out of fear. And even if the stars grow cold, your memory still lives below. Some hearts never really leave, they just learn how quietly to bleed. You looked at me softly, like leaving already hurt, before love even ended. I never stopped wanting you, I just learned how to hide it. Some desires survive forever, even after love is gone. Your name still burns beneath my tongue at night, like forbidden smoke I never stopped inhaling. There was something dangerous inside your touch, something soft enough to ruin me slowly. You loved me best when we almost disappeared, when every kiss carried fear underneath, like two lonely people borrowing warmth from a fire already dying beneath us. And even now my hands remember perfectly the architecture of your trembling skin. Some bodies become impossible to replace once they've taught your loneliness how to feel. And every midnight hour still opens you inside me, like old wounds learning how to breathe again. I still undress your memory inside these sleepless rooms, like devotion turning slowly into something close to doom. Because certain kinds of longing never really fade away, they just learn how to survive inside the bones that ache. You said we were too intense to survive, like passion itself became too heavy to carry. But I would have destroyed everything for you, without hesitation, without fear. Now strangers speak to me with gentle mouths, but nobody reaches where you lived inside me. Nobody breaks the silence quite the same. Nobody leaves tenderness bleeding afterward. And every time the like my soul still waits for your heartbeat. I still undress your memory inside these sleepless rooms, like devotion turning slowly into something close to doom. Because certain kinds of longing never really fade away. They just learn how to survive inside the bones that ache. Maybe desire is the cruelest kind of love, because it survives after everything is gone. Long after forgiveness, long after goodbye, the body still remembers what the heart denied. And even now, I'd still destroy my peace just to hear you whisper softly next to me. Tonight the moon hangs low against the glass, like heaven itself mourning what we had. I pour another drink to numb your ghost, but missing you only becomes more beautiful. And somewhere maybe you still think of me during those fragile moments before sleep, when loneliness removes every disguise and the truth finally looks you in the eyes. I still undress your memory inside this empty skin, trying to hold what disappeared without letting darkness win. And even if we never touch again, your fire still remains, because certain kinds of passion outlive both love and pain. The blue hour is fading now, but your memory still moves through me, like a slow song that never truly ends, like desire learning how to survive alone. You looked at me like goodbye, long before you ever left. Maybe love always knows first, when it's already dying. Your hands became colder before your words did. Little silences growing where tenderness lived. We stopped speaking honestly about the pain and started surviving each other instead. I watched your eyes disappear little by little, like someone slowly dimming every light inside. Still, I stayed beside you every single night, pretending broken things could still survive. There's nothing louder than two lovers lying close, without touching, without speaking anymore. Just two exhausted souls afraid to confess that love had already become loneliness. But your heart beats still somewhere sacred and untamed. Now every conversation feels rehearsed, like love itself forgot its own words. We became careful with each other's pain, so careful we stopped feeling anything. And somewhere between the sleepless nights, we lost the version of us that felt alive. Still your perfume survives upon my clothes, like your body refuses to fully go. And every empty space beside my arm still waits for your familiar warmth. I know we both tried to outrun the end, but broken hearts don't heal by pretending. Now we dance inside the ruins of the love we couldn't say. Two strangers wearing memories, like flowers on a grave. And every quiet morning feels colder than before, because losing you slowly hurts more than losing you all at once. Maybe some loves are only meant to leave beautiful damage people carry through. Maybe forever was never something real, just a desperate word lonely people feel. But if I had one final night with you, I'd still choose this heartbreak all over again. Now your side of life belongs somewhere else, and I'm learning how to survive by myself. But healing never arrives the way they say. Some nights the grief still steals my breath away. And if someday we meet inside a crowd, I know silence will say everything out loud. Because no matter how much time survives, part of me will always be your unfinished life. Now we dance inside the ruins of the love we left behind. Two souls stitched together by the wounds of space and time. And even if your touch is fading, your shadow still remains. Because certain kinds of heartbreak never truly leave your veins. Some loves don't explode, they disappear quietly, like gold turning slowly into dust inside the hands that once held it. Your body learned my silence before it learned my name. We love like frightened strangers, ashamed of wanting the same. You wore your loneliness against my chest, like someone begging not to be confessed. I kissed the sorrow sleeping in your eyes, a hidden world abandoned by the skies. Your trembling mouth could never tell the truth, but every heartbeat testified for you. How can desire become a faithful crime and make two souls apologize to time? I still remember what your breathing meant, a quiet place where all my defenses went. We loved in rooms without a sound, afraid that hope would track us down. Two silent hearts without a claim, still burning underneath the shame. I touched your lips but not your face. We always came a moment late. Some hidden fires never end, they only break what they defend. Your eyes ask questions I could never hold, about forever growing old. I wanted every ordinary thing, your sleepy smile, your wedding ring. But life can turn affection into chains and teach devotion how to carry pain. We stood so close the stars disappeared, still I could taste your oldest fear. I left your arms before they became walls, before our love forgot itself and crawled. And every lonely night that followed through, I lost another honest part of you. We loved in rooms without a sound, afraid that hope would track us down. Without a claim, still burning underneath the shame. I touched your lips but not your face. We always came a moment late. Some hidden fires never end, they only break what they defend. Maybe passion without daylight never learns to disappear. Maybe secret kinds of loving only deepen year by year. You still sleep inside my heartbeat, like a promise torn apart. Some people leave your future, but keep on. Track us down, two silent hearts without a claim, still burning underneath the shame. I keep your memory in my soul, where broken rivers never close. Some hidden fires fear the light, they only breathe beneath the night. Body learned my silence, and mine learned your pain. I lost you forever, but never your name. Beautiful together, like something already breaking. And maybe that's why I loved you with so much fear inside me. You touch me like expensive loneliness, elegant hands hiding emotional wreckage. Every conversation felt dangerously close to truths neither of us could expose. You had that kind of sadness people trust, calm enough to disguise emotional dust. And every smile you gave me after dark left quiet destruction inside my heart. I wanted permanence inside your arms, but you love distance almost as much as warmth. So every intimate moment between us already carried the shape of loss. 'Cause fragile hearts still break beautifully, and damaged love can feel like destiny. Now I hear your voice in empty glasses and midnight conversations with myself, trying to survive the way you love me without destroying someone else. Every memory cuts slowly like crystal underneath the skin. And no matter how calm I look, you still live somewhere within. I remember how your eyes avoided mine whenever emotions crossed the line, like loving openly would make us real, and reality was something we feared. We built entire worlds from almost touching, then watched them collapse without discussion. No betrayal dramatic enough to blame, just emotional exhaustion mixed with flame. You taught me intimacy can still disappear, inside the unfinished shape of us, inside all the tenderness we lost. Some loves never fully disappear, they become atmosphere, quietly living in your chest, long after everything else left. Now I hear your voice in empty glasses and midnight conversations with myself, trying to survive the way you loved me without destroying someone else. Every memory cuts slowly like crystal underneath the skin, and no matter how calm I look, you still live somewhere within. Some people leave gently and still ruin your entire soul. Now every quiet midnight still sounds a little like you. I still remember how carefully you touched me, like I was already breaking. You love me softly, almost like a secret, like saying too much would destroy the feeling. There was always something trembling in your eyes, some hidden sadness neither of us named. I learned your body like a quiet language, every scar becoming something beautiful. The way your breathing changed beside my chest made loneliness feel temporary for once, but love became heavier every month, like carrying fragile glass through a storm. We stopped speaking honestly at night, because truth began hurting more than silence. And somewhere between your tired kisses and my fear of losing everything, we slowly became strangers, still sleeping inside the same dream. I felt your distance before you walked away. Love sometimes dies very slowly. Now every midnight feels the same, cold blue lights and falling rain. Your shadow still lives in my room, like perfume surviving after you. And every part of me still aches for the warmth your silence gave. Some people leave without goodbye, but never leave the heart behind. Your last message still lives in my phone, like proof that tenderness once existed. I read it sometimes after midnight, when memories become too difficult to fight. You said love should feel lighter than this, but we were drowning beautifully, holding each other through emotional fire, while pretending everything was fine. I still hear your voice in empty places, soft and distant, like late night radio. And every crowded feels colder now without your eyes, searching for mine. Slowly, maybe we love too deeply. Maybe we were never built to survive. But losing you felt like losing the only honest part of my life. And even now, your absence feels alive. Some memories refuse to die. Now every midnight feels the same. Cold blue lights and falling rain. Your shadow still lives in my room, like perfume surviving after you. And every part of me still aches for the warmth your silence gave. Some people leave without goodbye, but never leave the heart behind. Maybe healing is accepting that some loves stay unfinished. Maybe some souls touch once and spend forever missing it. 'Cause even after all this time, your name still sounds like home inside the quiet part of me that still sleeps alone. Tonight the city feels exhausted. Neon reflection shaking on the glass. And somewhere beneath these sleepless streets, I still carry the weight of us. I stopped asking why you disappeared. Some questions only deepen pain, but loving you changed something permanent inside my blood, inside my name. And if one day we cross again inside another crowded place, I know one look from you would still destroy all my restraint. Because some loves never fully end, even after goodbye becomes real. They stay hidden beneath the skin, like wounds we secretly protect. Now every midnight feels the same. Empty lights and silver rain. Your memory still moves through me, like a song that never leaves. And even if the years grow cold, your touch still survives below. Some people leave without goodbye, but never leave the soul behind. I still remember how carefully you touched me, like love was already breaking. You looked at me softly, like someone hiding goodbye. Your heart reached for mine, but your future walked away. We never broke because the fire died. We broke because the truth stood at our side. Your quiet tears refused to touch your face, like broken prayers afraid to leave a place. I felt your silence underneath my skin, a private war no stranger could step in. How can two souls still carry the same flame and wake each day forbidden by their names? I wear your absence like a second breath, a faithful wound surviving every death. We close the door with shaking hands, still dreaming of impossible ends. Two beating hearts, too late to hide, still choosing love, still stepping aside. I kept your voice beneath my tongue, a song too dangerous to be sung. Some broken vows refuse to die, they only learn to live inside. You touch my chest like saving something lost, as if 1 second could erase the cost. I almost asked the world to disappear so I could keep your breathing near. But love grows weak when guilt becomes its heir. No kiss survives a life built from despair. We had no enemy, no one to blame, just destiny forgetting both our names. I let you go before your life grew thin, and in my own collapse beneath the grin. Every lonely morning after you still feels like something I agreed to lose. We close the door with shaking hands, still dreaming of impossible ends. Two beating hearts, too late to hide, still choosing love, still stepping aside. I kept your voice beneath my tongue, a song too dangerous to be sung. Some broken vows refuse to die, they only learn to live inside. Maybe longing has no ending, maybe time cannot forgive. Maybe loving someone deeply is the hardest way to live. You still move beneath my breathing, like the blood beneath a scar. Some people lose each other, but never lose who they are. We close the door with shaking hands, still dreaming of impossible ends. Two beating hearts, too late to hide, still choosing love, still stepping aside. I keep your shadow in my soul, beyond the places I can go. Some broken vows refuse the light, they only bloom beneath the night. You looked at me softly and chose to disappear, but somewhere inside me, you are still here. I met you too early and found you too late. Our hearts knew the answer, but life changed the shape. You carry another future in your eyes, while I was building castles out of sight. We never lied about the things we felt, we simply watched our quiet heaven melt. Your hand against my neck became a prayer, the kind that disappears inside the air. How can affection stay so innocent and still become the thing that leaves a dent? I locked your laughter somewhere deep inside, the only place that time cannot divide. We never had the right to stay, still I miss you every day. Two honest hearts that understood that loving well is leaving good. I spoke your name without a sound and let my empty hands fall down. Some tender things cannot survive, but never truly stop being alive. Your final smile still lives beneath my skin, like unfinished pages folded in. I could have begged, I could have fought, but love is not what can be bought. Sometimes the deepest touch is letting go, and letting someone never truly know how many dreams you buried in the dark, to leave them with an untouched heart. I broke myself to keep your world complete, and hid my shattered soul beneath my feet. The lonely years have changed the face I wear, but not the place where you are there. We never had the right to stay, still I miss you every day. Two honest hearts that understood that loving well is leaving good. I spoke your name without a sound and let my empty hands fall down. Some tender things cannot survive, but never truly stop being alive. Maybe fate was never cruel, maybe timing was the knife, maybe love can reach forever without living one full life. You still move inside my shadow, like a light too far to see. Some people never hold you, but become your memory. We never had the right to stay, still I miss you every day. Two honest hearts that understood that loving well is leaving good. I keep your silence in my soul, beyond the places I control. Some tender things escape the light, they only sleep beneath the night. I met you too early and lost you too late. Some loves are eternal because they never stay. You love me gently right before disappearing, like your heart already knew what mine refused to accept. You touch me like someone afraid to leave fingerprints on broken glass. Every kiss carried hesitation, like happiness was never meant to last. I saw exhaustion in your eyes, a silent war beneath your grace, the kind of sadness people hide behind a beautiful and careful face. We loved each other without peace, without a safe place to become real, always surviving emotional storms, too damaged to fully heal. And still your body searched for mine, like warmth surging through the cold, like two lonely souls pretending love alone could save their fall. But your silence changed long before goodbye. I felt you fading slowly while holding me at night. Now your memory falls on me like silver rain through empty streets. Every breath still carries traces of your hands, your mouth, your sadness. And even if I heal someday, part of me will always stay inside the fragile light we lost, inside the love that broke us softly. You stopped saying my name the same, like tenderness became too hard. Your voice still sounded full of love, but distant underneath the dark. Some nights you held me desperately, like I was already leaving first. And every moment after midnight felt sacred, beautiful and cursed. I wanted badly to protect you from every shadow in your mind, but some pain lives too deep inside for another soul to make it die. So we became two tired hearts, trying to survive the ache, loving harder every evening while slowly starting to break. And I still hear the weakness in your breath when love becomes too beautiful to survive itself. Now your memory falls on me like silver rain through empty streets. Every breath still carries traces of your hands, your mouth, your sadness. And even if I heal someday, part of me will always stay inside the fragile light we lost, inside the love that broke us softly. Maybe some people meet too deeply, too intensely to remain. Maybe certain hearts were never made to survive this kind of pain. But if I had another lifetime, another body, another name, I would still find you in the dark and lose myself exactly the same. you think of me while staring through another night? I hope you know I never stop loving you beneath the light, because some hearts do not recover. They only learn to hide the scar and carry old unfinished love like a secret beneath the stars. Now your memory falls on me like silver rain through empty streets. Every part of me still trembles from the way your absence touches. And even if the years grow cold, your love still lives beneath my soul. Inside the fragile light we lost, inside the mercy of our collapse. You loved me gently right before disappearing, and somewhere inside this silence I still belong to you. I kept your name behind my teeth, like a prayer I was not allowed to say. We were close enough to break, but too afraid to stay. Touched your hand like it was borrowed fire, something holy wrapped in quiet desire. You looked at me with almost in your eyes, and almost hurts when love is still alive. We learned to smile where we should have confessed, kept every truth beneath a careful breath. Your shoulder brushed against my silent skin, and all my strength collapsed from deep within. I wanted you beyond the right and wrong, but some hearts bleed where they do not belong. So I became the distance you could keep, the tender wound you carried into sleep. But my soul still bends toward your hidden flame. Every word we say still remembers your name. We were love without a door, hands that wanted something more, two forbidden hearts that knew desire can destroy the truth. I still feel you under grace, in the ink I cannot face. If I leave with pain. If I stay, we burn again. Silence learned the shape of my regret, language only lonely lovers get. Never kissed you, but I crossed that line. Every time your sadness answered mine, there was a world inside your smallest glance, a life we lost before it had a chance. I held myself together by a thread, while every part of me reached out instead. You were not mine, but you were never gone, a hidden sun I could not stand too long. And now I carry what we did not do, like living proof that I belong. still bends toward your hidden flame. Every word we say still remembers your name. We were love without a door, hands that wanted something more, two forbidden hearts that knew desire can destroy the truth. I still feel you under grace, in the ache I cannot face. If I leave with pain. If I stay we burn again. Maybe mercy is a blade when it keeps the heart away. Maybe leaving was a proof that I loved you more than truth. But I still wake with your ghost in the place I need you most. We were love without a door, hands that wanted something more, something more, two forbidden hearts that knew, two forbidden hearts that knew desire can destroy the truth. I still feel you under grace, in the ache I cannot face. If I leave with pain. If I stay we burn again. I kept your name behind my teeth, and it still tastes like goodbye. Some loves do not disappear, they learn where to hide.